you ever seen the movie I Feel Pretty with Amy Schumer? She hits her head, passes out, and when she wakes up, she's looking at her body, her thighs, her arms, her hands, and she's like, I am so mighty fine. And then she begins to think, feel, and act in accordance to her new self-image. And guess what? The whole entire world catches up to that. And so the world begins to reflect that back to her of how she's mighty fine, how she is beautiful, and how she shines her light, regardless of how she looks. It doesn't matter. And so the ideas you hold in your mind will be reflected back to you because there's no out there. The world is you pushed out. The all is mind, the universe is mental. Things look physical, but they're ultimately not. And so, for so long, we have been entertaining ideas that were not enough. I used to feel ugly. I didn't like my voice. I didn't like my smile. I didn't like the color of my skin. And so that's what I was focusing on for the most part. And that's what the world reflected back to me. And so I was proving myself right all along. But we can't prove ourselves right again when we're saying, I am mighty fine, I am damn delicious. I am beautiful, I am handsome, I am pretty, I feel pretty. The world has no option but to reflect that back to us. A lot of times we're creating prison cells for our own selves unknowingly. I used to have another channel here on YouTube years ago, and I had this mind-made idea that all of my audience was this one entity that was keeping track of my every step. And that if I took a misstep, it would be a horrible mistake. And so doing that channel was very limiting for me. It didn't feel divine. And it felt like someone else, this external power, was forcing that upon me. When in actuality, it was my own creation. I put it there. And so now the way I go about this channel is very different. I feel free. I feel unlimited. Because I perceive things differently. And when it comes to my looks, today, I love myself. I love myself. We are having a human experience. We're eternal spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. And the human experience is finite, it's temporary, and it's flawed by design. So you might perceive flaws, but that's because of the human experience. But if you focus on that, that's what you magnify. And that's what the world reflects back to you. And so today, I feel pretty, I feel damn fine, I feel delicious. And I love being in my body. Sometimes I'm like sitting, meditating sometimes, and I'll feel like this bliss just being in my body. I'm like, I'm so grateful and happy that I inhabit this body. I love the smell of my skin today. It's beautiful. In the morning when I go sit down to meditate, as I'm sitting down, I can feel like I can smell my hair, if that makes sense. And I'm not talking about floral scents. It's my natural scent, and I appreciate it. And so I love me. I love me so much. Mirror work is very powerful. Number one, seems very simple, seems silly, and not productive, not effective. If you feel like that, think again. It's very powerful. Early on in my spiritual journey, I would wake up every morning, go to the bathroom, look at myself in the mirror, in my eyes, and go, Fernando, I love you. Fernando, you are worthy. Let me tell you, it did not feel comfortable. It felt weird and strange and uncomfortable, really. But I kept at it, and it had an effect, and everything began to change. And so the world began to reflect my new mind-made idea back to me. So what are you choosing to entertain? If you haven't seen the movie I Feel Pretty, I recommend you do. because it's very powerful. You can create anything. Anything. Now, let me give you one last tip, which is a booster for this whole practice, which is sexual energy transmutation. I've been on this once to date me, then I'm fine, then I'm beautiful. But that's never enough. Because that validation lasts for a little bit, but then it's like you're back to focusing on the flaws and thinking that you're not enough. That's because your self-image hasn't changed, and so you can go from partner to partner looking for this validation that really never lasts. And so change begins with you, because you are all the power. And so a lot of times we're giving away our energy, our sexual energy, to temporary highs, validation, and we are stuck in a loop. Now, sexual energy transmutation is a spiritual practice, and you get to be ready for that. Not everyone is at the same place in their journey. And so if you're not ready for this, that's totally fine. But keep that in mind, because it's very powerful. I've been walking this path, and oh boy, I am someone else as a result. And I am living proof that you can definitely change your self-image, and you can go from resenting yourself, resenting the way you look, and receiving the reflection from the world that is in alignment to that, to really loving yourself. I love myself so much. So much. I am so enough. And I have never been this happy, right? And you are beautiful. You are worthy for existing. Your existence means your perfection, because you are one with all that is. There's no disconnection. And you are all the power. But if you entertain ideas that don't serve you, you are all the power. You will prove yourself right. To choose to know that you are beautiful, because you are. And so if you resonate with this message, I am sure you're going to love the video. I'm going to link right here so you can go ahead and check it out right now.
This is your confirmation. Your dreams are manifesting now. If you're ready for that, just say thank you. Now, deep divers, I'm not someone just talking to talk. I'm someone who's living my best life, someone who turned their dreams into a tangible reality. And if you're like, how can I really recognize if my dreams are manifesting? Well, this video is going to remove all doubt. Because there are things which you start to do. You start to acquire. You start to possess when your dreams are manifesting. There are certain attitudes that you have when your dreams are manifesting. You start to look different. You walk different. You talk different. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So there are things that people who manifest their dreams, things they all have in common. We can talk about it, right? So deep divers, your dreams are manifesting. Here's how I know. When you want it as bad as you want that air, woo! Feels so good. When you want it as much as you want to breathe, That's how to know your dreams are manifesting. When you want it as bad as you want to breathe, that's how you know. So there are a lot of people who say, hey, I want to manifest this dream. I want to manifest that dream. But they're still in bed. It's wishful thinking. There are people who want to manifest their dreams, but they talk your ear off and they have nothing to show for it. Don't tell me your plans, deep divers. Show me your results. When you want it as much as you want that good ass prana, all I need is the air that I breathe. When you want it as much as that life force energy, oh baby, your dreams are most definitely going to manifest. Deep divers, your dreams are manifesting now. Here's how I can tell. You are the first one in and the last one to leave. Ralph Smart, the first one in, the last one to leave. Michael Jordan, the first one in the gym, the last one to leave. You see, people who are manifesting their dreams have self-discipline. That's what they all have in common. You got so many people who want to hang out at the finish line, but nobody wants to run the race. Slow motion this side. People who are manifesting their dreams, deep divers, know that it's a marathon. Oh yeah, I'm in it for the long haul. If you say that, deep divers, every single day, that's how I can tell that you're about to turn your dreams into a reality and become your greatest version. A lot of people in this new world of social media want it right now. They want it right now. It's instant gratification. They want the results. They don't want to do the work. Well, you see, the internet has made it easier for people to create. The internet has made it easier for people to create and link up and do all of these things. But at the same time, you're still going to have to put in that work. And if you aren't afraid of the work and you're willing to put in those hours with a smile on your face, you're willing to go through it, blood, sweat, and tears, that's a confirmation your dreams are manifesting now. There are so many people who want to chill at the beach all day. They want to spend all day on their phone. And they're so easily distracted. But if you are able to stay focused, congratulations, your dreams are manifesting now. I had to learn along my early journey. It was hard. It was hard. Had to let go of a lot of things which brought me pleasure, distracting myself mindlessly. And I had to focus in on inspiring other people to become their greatest version. That's the reason why I'm on the throne right now in the heart of nature, living my best life. Deep divers, your dreams are manifesting, and here's how I know. You are consistent. If you are consistently working towards that dream, that vision, that goal, this is a confirmation your dreams are manifesting now. What if I told you, deep divers, you don't have to be the most talented. You don't have to be the smartest one in the room. But if you are the most consistent, you will outshine everyone in the room. You know why? Because consistency is the cheat code. Slow motion this side. There are people who reached a certain position not because they were the best at the job, but because they were the most consistent. They were showing up day in, day out. Ralph Smart, I'm always here for you, deep divers. Even if it's raining, I'm going to be here, helping your ass become your greatest version, because I've made a vow to the universe that this is my mission statement. And I love what I'm doing. It's a privilege. Thank you, universe. And I'm consistent. And I've realized just by sharing consistently, my entire life has changed for the better. Now, don't get it twisted, deep divers. There were days when I'm like, I should just quit. But there was a voice inside of me telling me, Ralph, this is what you came here to do. And so long as you do it, you will be rewarded handsomely. Your dreams are manifesting now, deep divers. Here's how I know. People who manifest their dreams have these things in common. You see, I can always tell who's going to manifest their dreams. You see, people who invest in their knowledge will always manifest their dreams. If you are investing in your own personal development, your own growth, if you are investing in books, videos, seminars, going to lectures that can help you become your greatest version, if you are increasing your knowledge set, expanding your knowledge, expanding your mind, that's what I was doing. When I was first starting along this journey, I said, okay, I want to help other people become their greatest version. Okay, I have to read some books, I have to find a mentor, I have to go within and find out my own truth, and I also have to listen. I've got to remind myself